YouTube, what is up? Today I'm gonna do a video that I thought I would never make, at least for my channel. I did it for some other channel one time, but I'm gonna tell you guys how to skateboard basic, okay? Like how to push and turn and drop in onto banks and stuff like that. So if you're just starting to skateboard and you think that you just have no chance of actually being able to skateboard, I'm gonna try to make you see that you totally can. First, before I do this, you should get psyched up, okay? So I'm gonna go kick a parking cone personally, but I want you to find something else in your house, maybe smash it, break it. Nothing that your mom actually wants. Do it very safely, I gotta say that. You know,
maybe like break down a box that...
Maybe you're like your little brother's toy that he broke himself, like finish it off. Let's go do that. That would have flipped, that would have been amazing. Now I'm ready to teach you guys how to skateboard. Where is it? So if you just started skateboarding, this is what it might look like. You're gonna need to know how to get on the skateboard is my point. I thought you hit your head. Yeah. Was that a good fall? Yeah. So to start out, you're gonna have to find out if you are regular or goofy footed. If you are goofy footed like me, your right foot is going to be forward and your left foot is going to be on the back or pushing, one of the two. Now if you're regular footed, which actually isn't like more common than the other, like it's fine to be either 50-50, I don't know what the ratio is, but it's called regular footed. Left foot forward, right foot on the back. Just casually learning how to ride both stances and seeing what feels normal is probably the best way to go about this. A good way to do it is if you just jump and put one foot forward, whatever it makes more sense to land sideways, that's probably what stance you're gonna be. So if your right foot goes forward, you're probably goofy footed, and vice versa, left regular. Once you figure out if you're regular or goofy footed, you're gonna put your foot on straight, okay? Put it up and down the board, a little bit below the front set of bolts. It's fine if you cover it up a little bit, it's probably comfortable if you do that. And you're gonna take the back foot, push off the ground, place it on the back, and turn both feet sideways. And you're rolling on a skateboard.
Look at you.
But now you're slowing down because you only you put. I'm back. So now you're slowing down because you only push once. Person, place or thing. No, you're a person if you're on a skateboard.
Or a dog.
That's a person. It's not a place or a thing. It's more of a person than a thing. A dog. Let's keep going. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to remove your back foot, place it on the ground, and kick off. And then you're gonna keep going. And then you're cruising around. First, you're not gonna be used to this, so baby pushes, just to keep you going slow, is absolutely fine. But once you get comfortable and you wanna go fast, just kick the ground harder. And you're flying, okay? If you're going down a hill, you don't have to push at all, you just fly down it. You'll get used to feeling it out and knowing what kick will produce what speed. So once you get rolling down, you need to worry about turning, okay? There's two kind of different ways to turn. The first one I'm gonna teach you is leaning, okay? It's very easy, especially if you have looser trucks, to just kind of lean backwards and go right if you're goofy footed, and lean frontwards and go left. And then if you are regular footed, those are switched. So let's get cruising a little bit. I'm gonna lean backwards and I'm going this way. So now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to lean forwards.
Oh, what's up, brah?
So now I'm going to just cruise around the warehouse, only using leaning to do my turns. So now I'm gonna go into actually lifting up your nose to redirect your skateboard where it's going. Now, if you're going very fast, I do not advise this because you're gonna be going so fast that your wheels might get caught up and then you're getting sent off the board. And falling is a whole other conversation we'll have in a little bit. If you're just kind of calmly cruising around, it's very easy to lift up your nose by applying a little bit of pressure to the tail and pointing your skateboard in a different direction. This might be a little weird to get used to because, you know, going like this requires a little bit of balance to maintain. And during all of this, while you're moving or whatnot, it's completely normal to be off balance and stumble off your board, to slip out, you know. Skateboarding is tough, but you'll get used to it and your balance will get better and better. And then this one specifically will get way easier. So don't be intimidated if this is too difficult to try at first. The more you are on your skateboard, the easier it's gonna get.
Doesn't matter if you're just cruising it, doing either one. Just
and even if you're
being
falling
on the board.
off your skateboard a lot, you're still getting better.
You're being on the board.
Yeah. I'm gonna go this way. No, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna turn completely around. See? Boom.
Look at that.
It's easy as that. It's called tic-tacking a lot of times, especially if you're doing it back to back a bunch.
And you need to do it before you go on a date.
Yeah.
Fresh breath.
If you do orange, your breath is just gonna taste
Orange is
candy.
just good, yeah.
Yeah, just eat them all.
Yeah.
Be done with it. I would say you use a combination of these. Most of the time you're just gonna to lean and turn, but if you're like coming to a stopping point, you need to turn around, you're just gonna either pick up your board or tic-tac in the right direction and keep going your way. If you're going fast and you need to stop. One, you could always just jump off into some grass if that's nearby. A lot of people skid their tail, which I just talked about in a recent video. You don't want to do that. Some advanced skateboarders that don't have to worry about the quality of their skateboards or their braking boards more often than they're skidding their tail down to the point where it doesn't work properly. You'll see people doing this, but on average, you do not want to do this to your skateboard because it will give you razor tail, okay? See, everyone gets a little bit of it naturally just from innocent turnarounds and whatnot, and the tail scrapes or certain skateboarding tricks. If you're like braking like this, like the whole way, that's gonna wear down your board and you're gonna be going through skateboards more often than you should be. So, use your foot. You kind of do an anti-push. You're gonna be cruising, and you're gonna kind of put your foot down and let it, I wouldn't do too much sliding because you don't want to tear up your shoe a lot, but kind of like do little steps to slow yourself down. And as you skateboard, you're gonna feel this become way more natural. It might be weird and scary to slow down or stop, but just kind of get yourself together. You can always just use your arms and let yourself go against a wall and like kind of take impact on the wall to slow yourself down too. I'll show you this one. It's like a wall, what am I gonna do? I do that one a lot. But there's not always gonna be walls, so really get used to using your foot to brake without just sliding it or your tail across the concrete. The last one is not a basic of skateboarding, it's a more advanced way to stop. It's called power sliding. This, maybe 6 months down the road, once you can do a few tricks and you gotta feel the momentum and really know your skateboard, this is a way to brake. I'm just gonna show it to you because it is indeed a way. If you're just starting out, don't really put this on your to-do list just yet. See how I let my skateboard hit the wall and then I did not let my face hit it? If there was no wall here, you can power slide till you slow down enough, then redirect your skateboard forward. And last thing about moving on your skateboard is, which is what I'm covering in this video, is dropping in, which the reason I'm addressing this is because one, it's smart to learn how to actually throw your wheel down and drop in. What this does is it really helps you get used to balance, and different types of obstacles are gonna require different balances from you. When you're dropping in, and there'll be a bank right over there that I could just roll into for you guys, it has the flat plane, the decline, and then back to a flat plane. So it's gonna be like processing a different balance back to the balance you started from. That sounds confusing, it's not, let's go do it. So the basic drop in is when you're standing on your tail right here, I'm gonna throw my wheels down to the bank and roll down it and then even out when on the flat surface and ride away. You're gonna see this a lot at skate parks, and this is a great way to start out to get a lot of speed. And as you get better and more used to going up and down ramps, you're gonna be able to like press down and bend down as you're rolling down these ramps to create more speed than if you just simply stood there and rolled down it. That might not make sense, but it totally does once you start to actually feel the ramp and get used to your skateboard. So this time, I'm gonna bend my knees and push as I hit the bottom of this ramp, and I'm gonna zoom away a little faster. Now we're gonna start at the top and roll down and then roll out, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to be doing to actually do this. Big thing about rolling down on a bank, which I think is harder when you're beginning than rolling up a bank, is that you have to lean into the ramp. All it takes is making this shoulder go that way, or if you're regular footed, you know, basically you're just kind of like going like that and shifting your weight downwards so you don't just slip out, because that is the most common fall, is people don't lean forward and then it starts to go and then they're slipping backwards and the board is shooting out that way.
Dad trying to skateboard fall.
Exact. The dad of the skateboard trying to roll down a bank or quarter pipe. Don't try a quarter pipe until you've gotten used to this and you really think you can try a mellow quarter pipe. A steep one, you're like no chance. So just start small, and especially start on banks. Even with this, okay, I'm going to just like go like that, okay? Kind of imagine it as if, you know, this way, you could roll down the bank standing straight up. If you're not used to this and you're beginning, you're probably gonna slip out. You wanna just kind of make yourself go like this, all right? So I'm gonna go like this. And then likewise, when you get back to the concrete, you're gonna lean back onto where you're standing straight up above your skateboard. The best way to do this is just bend your knees a little bit and feel it out. If you have any sort of balance, you're gonna get this within a few goes, and you might slam. This is gonna be the one thing that you might take a slam right down your butt, and you're like, wow, I didn't know this was gonna hurt that much. You know, your butt is made for just, I'm trying to say this in a decent way.
Your butt is made for falling.
It's a cushion, it's a pillow, it's right there. Let yourself fall, don't land on your wrists because wrists are easy to mess up, and just, you know, get up, dust yourself off, and try again. It happens to everybody, and that is life, okay? You gotta get up and keep trying. Get used to it, lean in, and then lean back. These aren't super exaggerated movements, so it's a very slight thing, you know, especially with like a mellow ramp like this. You're just gonna kind of lean and then kind of stand back up, and this will all be second nature. You won't even think about it after you've been doing it a few times. With going up the bank, it's completely just reversed, okay? You're just gonna lean kind of backwards to kind of level yourself out with the bank, and then when you get on top, you'll kind of center yourself back up again.
Just enough.
With that one, you might even start with that one to get yourself used to like changing your balance. If you fall, it's gonna be way less severe because falling up is always better than falling down, most of the time. Maybe start out with that, but the one you're gonna want to really get down is the down, because that creates the possibilities of dropping in and getting more speed for a trick or whatever you're trying. Going faster is just fun in general.
Most of the time, if you can make it down, you normally can make it up.
That's a good point. If you can make it down, you can make it up. And you can make it up, you can pass a test. Don't do that, it just sounded like the right thing to say.
Copy off your friend who's very smart.
Or get the knowledge.
By your friend who's smart.
Right, as long as you get the knowledge. There you guys go. That was the kind of a tutorial on how to move on your skateboard. I hope that helped you guys. If you did like this, the idea behind this, like teaching the very basics, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up, and then you can even leave a comment telling me what you'd like me to address next. I already have a lot of like how to kickflip, how to ollie, how to, I don't know if I did a 180, but I have a lot of basic how-to videos, which I will link the ollie at the end of this video. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that falling is just a part of it. Being afraid of falling, it's something that's natural for one. Once you actually fall and you realize it's not as bad as you're making it up to be in your head. So don't worry about it. Just kind of let go and have fun with it. I mean, skateboarding is just a fun toy. That's all it is, okay? It's good for any age. It's good for a 10-year-old just starting out. It's good for a 35-year-old that just had a kid that wants to skateboard. If your kid just was born and they want to skateboard, that is so impressive that they can talk and tell you that. But you know what I'm saying. It's such a bigger thing than it used to be. It's good exercise. It's just positive life lessons. It teaches you to fall down, get back up, and try again. Skateboarding saved my life along with so many other people.
Everybody here.
Exactly, everybody in this business, that's for sure. I wanted to give you hope. If you're falling, if you're down, bummed about something, just keep at it and it's gonna get better. So there you guys go. I have to film another video, so I can't do too much skating for this video, but I am gonna cruise around, do some basics just to show you what you can do if you stick with it. And like I said, the how to ollie video, which is the first step into actually doing tricks, will be linked at the end of this video. So if you're just starting skateboarding, this might what it'll be look like. No. So if you are just starting to skateboard, this is might, that's not a saying. All right. Here you're getting a blooper reel. So if you are just starting to skateboard, this might
look.
This
like.
might be how it looks.
Might be how it looks.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Let's do this video, man. Start it over. So if you are just starting to step on a skateboard, this is might. I've been talking for years online, and I still suck at it. So if you are just starting to skateboard, this might be what it'll look like.
That was almost it. That was almost it.
It might look something like this. This is what it might look like, okay. So if you are just starting to skateboard, this is might.